What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Now, the software Photoshop can hide a multitude of sins, but what happens when things go wrong with digital manipulation? Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos.
What's up, fellas?
Number 1. Summerslam 2006. The biggest party of the summer always had its summertime themed promo posters, but it's obvious someone was having a few too many Long Island iced teas when they designed this one. The poster features America's oldest teenagers, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, barbecuing up a storm, while John Cena dives into a pool behind them with a variety of different WWE superstars in the background. The only problem is that someone took a stock image of someone belly flopping into a pool and clearly cut and pasted John Cena's head onto the body. The body could be Cena's, but whoever edited things was clearly in no state to perform. Number 2. WWE.com exposes Shawn Michaels' bald spot. Once upon a time, Shawn Michaels had one of the finest heads of hair in professional wrestling.
And then he tried to dive through the window to escape. Did you see that? Are you blind?
However, the aging process can be a merciless SOB, something Michaels discovered when his hair lost its smile and began balding. In 2007, the Heartbreak Kid was involved in an angle on Raw where John Cena saved him. But even in 2007, the WWE was using WWE.com to promote its shows, storylines, and upcoming events, so it only made sense they posted pictures from every angle. Fair enough, but unfortunately for Michaels, one of the photos was an extremely unflattering picture that exposed a bald spot in the top of his head. Editors at the WWE airbrushed some air onto HBK's head, posting the touch-up picture. Here, the Photoshop fail was more the fact that the WWE posted the original picture before it posted the digitally remastered one. However, it's too good to be left off our list, especially as it shows what happened next. Fans being fans, someone managed to do a screen grab of the follically challenged Michaels and it was spread online. We can't help but wonder if this wasn't the patch of hair Bret Hart allegedly yanked out of Michaels' head years earlier after his Sunny Days comment insinuating the Hitman was sleeping with Sunny.
Even though lately you've had some sunny days, my friend, you still can't get the job.
Number 3. Wrestlemania 27. The WWE doesn't seem concerned with gathering its top stars for photo shoots when they can just grab all sorted pictures and insert them into whatever promotional photo is needed. While you think the days of bad Photoshop jobs were over, they clearly didn't put much effort into proofing its Photoshop work. Even the showcase of the Immortals doesn't seem to warrant much effort from the WWE's graphics department, as evident by a photo hyping WrestleMania 27. This picture features a number of superstars including special guest host The Rock, but take a good look at the picture of the Great One and ask whether or not the WWE simply affixed Rock's head to the picture of Dave Bautista's body. Was someone in the WWE's marketing department playing with their WWE action figures and decided to replace Bautista's head with The Rock, leading to this Photoshop fail? Whatever the case, it just looked like a bad cut and paste from our vantage point. Number 4. FASTLANE 2017. Universal Champion Kevin Owens was ready to play sacrificial lamb to Bill Goldberg at 2017's Fastlane pay-per-view, so Dollar Bill could turn his pending WrestleMania match against Brock Lesnar into a title match. Nonetheless, that didn't stop KO from having some fun with Goldberg when he caught a sight of a poor Photoshop performance by the WWE's graphics department. Owens pointed out a suspiciously photoshopped beard on Big Bad Bill, and before long, the WWE Universe joined in with the fun, airbrushing ridiculous facial hair on Owens as well. If this video has taught us anything, it's that the WWE Universe is quick to spot a mistake and make sure the world knows about it. We're obviously not helping either, but whether it's incredibly bad booking or graphical glitches, the fans are ever willing and ready to point out the WWE's many shortcomings.
Wait, have these been upside down the entire time?
Number 5. Fastlane 2019. Asuka's doomed to SmackDown Women's Championship reign saw her defend the title against unlikely contender Mandy Rose not too long before the Empress of Tomorrow unceremoniously dropped the belt to Charlotte, setting things up for a winner-takes-all match at WrestleMania 35. One of the promo pictures for Asuka vs Mandy featured the two standing side by side, common scenario for such situations, but here Mandy was sporting an extra arm.
Damn!
While Wrestlemania can't confirm it, fans have speculated the arm belongs to Lio Rush. For whatever reason, the illustrator also failed to fill in the black background behind Asuka's arm, so it's clear she was cut and pasted next to Mandy. Was this Photoshop fail an omen of what the future held for Asuka's title reign?
You're nothing anymore! Nothing!
And by the way, what is it with Fastlane and Photoshop fails? Does WWE just give up around this time? Number 6. SmackDown 30th April 2015. The New Day were enjoying their first reign as WWE Tag Team Champions when they were scheduled for a rematch against the team they defeated, that being Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. The WWE posted a promo picture on Twitter that featured both teams ready for action. But here, the WWE clearly cut and pasted the WWE Tag Team Championship on the champions, and things just don't line up right. Why the promotion had no pictures with the champions is mind-blowing, but as we've seen, the WWE appears to be happy just pasting belts onto wrestlers rather than spending time doing the photo shoot. This cut and paste shortcut might work in the company that takes pride in its output, but when cut and paste is more like hack and slash, the results are obvious. Number 7. Carmella's wretched render. In 2009, a fan gushed praise at WWE superstar Carmella, rhetorically asking whether Carmella could ever take a bad picture. The former SmackDown Women's Champion tweeted back, "Yes, please refer to my render that WWE keeps posting." Carmella was referring to a render done of her that wasn't up to her expectations. In case you didn't know it, rendering or image synthesis is the automatic process of generating a photorealistic or non-photorealistic image from a 2D or 3D model, or models in what collectively could be called a scene file by means of computer programs. The rendering in question was tweeted, "She means this one, Jimmy. What do you guys think of this render?" In a business where physical appearance plays an important role, it's easy to understand wrestlers getting upset when they don't look that good thanks to some problematic photoshopping. Is it as bad as Mella seems to think, or just a case of a superstar being conscious about their looks? Number 8. Wrestlemania 35. In a world where talent is rewarded and incompetence is weeded out, you'd think the graphics goof up from Fastlane wouldn't be repeated, especially at the WWE's biggest show of the year. However, this is the WWE we're talking about, so is anyone really surprised? One of WrestleMania's biggest matches was the no-holds-barred match between former Evolution partners Triple H and Batista that saw Batista attempting to retire the game. Perhaps it was the match's significance that made the graphics department go out of their way to make this botch one for the ages. Here fans got 2 botches in one picture, with Triple H's neck longened as if the cerebral assassin resembled a giraffe without some editing, and even more curious was the removal of Batista's nipples from the picture. And number 9, again, WrestleMania 35. The mystery of the non-existent nipples and Triple H's long neck were just one of 2 Photoshop flops at 2019's Show of Shows. Fans noticed that something was off with a picture of the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. It turns out some eagle-eyed fans noticed Brock's body was from a 2016 picture, while the WWE slapped the 2019 Brock head onto the body. Was Brock body conscious after too many jokes from Chris Jericho about the Beast's bulging belly? We'd like to know what was going on in the WWE's graphics department, and we're beginning to suspect they used the same mind-altering substances that WWE Creative seems to ingest. And we have not 1, but 2 dishonorable mentions. Number 1. WWE SHOPZONE forgets Eddie Guerrero's passing. Eddie Guerrero's shocking death on 13th November 2005 led to some crass angles that exploited Latino Heat's death and memory in order to further angles. In fact, we actually looked at this and discussed what WrestleCrap dubbed Eddie-sploitation in a recent video on the most tasteless angles. But during the 2005 holidays, WWE SHOPZONE had a blurb that read, "Viva la savings," along with Eddie's picture, all designed to hawk the latest WWE merchandise. Of course, with Eddie having passed away just a few weeks before, this looked to be an incredibly poor taste, even if it was just an oversight. Ultimately, the various instances of Eddie-sploitation were so outrageous that many people forgot about this SHOPZONE snafu. However, like Pepperidge Farm, Wrestlelamia remembers.
Eddie's down there. In hell!
Number 2. Crown Jewel 2018. When the WWE announced it was running shows in Saudi Arabia, it quickly became obvious that it wasn't business as usual.
How has that changed the platform that these superstars are going to perform in front of Saudi fans.
For example, there were no women's matches in the promotion's first 2 Saudi shows due to what some view as a misogynistic culture that treats women as second-class citizens. This wasn't the only concession the WWE had to make in order to collect a big payday from Saudi Arabia's General Sports Authority. One of the show's most anticipated events was the World Cup tournament to crown the best in the world. One participant was Rey Mysterio, whose mask posed a problem for the Sports Authority's religious sensibilities. As any Rey fan will tell you, the Master of the 619 sometimes wears a mask with a cross emblazoned on it, a symbol of his Christian faith. Not wanting to offend Saudi officials since the state religion is Islam, the WWE photoshopped Rey's cross out of the promotional picture. Rey subsequently wrestled his 2 matches at Crown Jewel with the mask emblazoned with an R. While you may think that was a fail, here the true fail was Shane McMahon winning the World Cup. But there you have it guys, 9 Photoshop fails and 2 dishonorable mentions. Are there any we missed? Be sure to leave your comments down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.